Yeah. Uh, Hello, Copper.
Hi.
How are you?
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, hold on. Just let me mute you. Hi, everybody.
Okay, the room is all
Hi.
yours, Copper. You do your thing, girl. I mean, I'm just here.
I was going to blog, but I think I'd rather just talk about it if you don't mind.
Yeah, please do. No, go ahead.
Now, you know how emotional I am, so.
Yeah, I know. It's so good.
Okay, first and foremost, I want to say, Ricco, you're the best.
Oh,
I told you this before, and I'll say it again. Anybody who would stand up like you did once again and defend your friends like you did last night, props. I just can't say enough.
oh, sweetie,
You'll always be in my heart, you know that. You're just the dearest to me. Absolutely the dearest. And you mean a lot to Roco as well.
no, thank you. You guys are family, like I said, you know. So I will always stand up for you guys, you know.
Well, I don't know if people really understand what incredible strength of character that is, because it's not everybody that can do what you did, and it's not everybody that has the balls to stand up when it might not be the fun thing to do or the popular thing to do, and you did it, and I have nothing but respect. I hope that everybody listens and understands just exactly what we witnessed in the last 24 hours, because it really was epic. It really was. And you can disagree all you want. I really don't care. So that's the first part. The second part is Rocco just had enough.
Okay.
Just had enough. It just all built up, and although his message was raw, and it most certainly wasn't the way I'd say things, it was what he had to say. It's what happens in a dictatorship when people can't take it anymore. You know, but you're right, it's revolt. It's what happens, and it was kind of revolting, wasn't it? But when you get pushed so far and you watch your friends like Dan and Tanya and Slaya and Moon, all our buddies get tossed aside like nothing, it's difficult, and it builds up after a while. And I think that's exactly what happened with Rocco. He doesn't regret what he did. He didn't do it with my blessing, that's for sure. I left the house knowing that he was probably going to do that. And I used to babysit for him, didn't I, Mac? And I stopped doing that. And I let him speak his mind, and he'll take the consequences. And so will I. But here's what really happened, and I want you all to understand it, because I know you all understand management and some parts of leadership. I teach it. That's what I do for a living. That ripple effect of a silly, what he thought was a joke last night, if he would have thought for a moment, a good leader thinks about what they do, and they take the time to discern how it will affect other people. He didn't take that at all. Once he won, the part I loved, he made a buffoon out of Sergio. I mean, here he made a big joke out of how funny it would be if we made Sergio a crew. Well, Sergio's so fucking stupid, he didn't even get it. But the bottom line is this. You made fun of Sergio. Mojo made fun of Sergio, set him up like this crew member, got everybody upset in their own way, caused you to get upset, me, of course, everybody. And then Mark had the audacity to say, well, wasn't that funny? It was a little joke. The same man, I knew he was in on it, but he's stupider than I thought he was. So Sergio said, yeah, wouldn't it be funny if everybody thought I was going to be a crew member because I'm such a jerk? They'd all, be all upset. Well, Serge, you are a jerk, and yeah, that's why everybody was upset, and so what? So the bottom line is this. You can't treat people like this. You've got to have a method to your madness. You have to have a plan, and a vision without a plan goes asunder. And rules without discernment, rules without opinion being allowed is anarchy. And I think we've all been able to see what really happens. Now, do I hate Mark? No, I don't, not at all. I think Mark's a good man, actually. I think he's a computer geek that wanted to do something right, but he took the wrong counsel. He gathered people around who were yes men, which is the exact opposite of what he should have done. He allowed his mother, God bless her, I'm sure she's a lovely lady,
Uh-huh.
but shouldn't let his mother run the show. And this is what's happened. So I'm done with Vaughn as well. And I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it because my friend Harvey's there, and I won't ever get to see him again.
Yeah.
And my friend's there, And so we're all going to suffer from that because they were good people. But I stand with you and with Mac, with Moon Boots, and with the others that just say, we can't take it anymore. We don't need to take this. And just like I don't go on blog and I don't go on VC, I guess I just won't go on Vaughn anymore. So
that's okay. I mean, we all had like high expectations, Copper, didn't we? We thought it was going to be something different, but I even did me and you did a freaking award show over there, and everything was kind of going okay. Then everything just fell downhill from there. So it was all leading up to this. It was going to happen somewhere or some other.
It was the house of cards, Ricco. And, you're in business, and so am I. If I ran my business like this, well, I'd have anarchy. I wouldn't be successful at all. It takes a lot to manage people. It's not an easy task, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. I think Mark was kind of just a child in many ways and thought, well, I'll just do this, and you can all come play in my backyard. But that's not the way it is. You have to have discernment, and you have to have you can't be hair trigger. And I mean, he's let people go for opinions. That's just ridiculous. Everybody needs to be able to talk and have their opinion. So, and surrounding yourself by yes men like Mojo and people who have their own agendas, that was a terrible mistake.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're completely correct. And I mean, last night, I came home and I don't know. I was just I turned on the computer and I was just like, let's see who's casting. And then when I saw what was going on, I don't know. It just opened up a wound so badly because I remember what happened last year. And and I don't stand for that kind of stuff. I mean, we can joke around and play around with each other, but what that person did last year, well, it was not something that I will ever forget, and I will always stand up for you guys and for also everybody that's here in the chat room that I'm friends with, and if somebody's taking you down, I will come down and say exactly how I feel, and that's the way I am. So basically, that's how I felt, and that's how I feel, and I'm not going to change my mind about it. So
and if the truth be told, I don't. Sergio's an asshole, so I don't even give him the time of day. He had his day in the sun. The only person I really, and I hate to say it because I really at one time was a great fan, and that's Mojo. Mojo was the wisdom there. Should have been. He was the oldest person. He should have recognized that adding fuel to that fire that happened a year ago was a bad idea. Two, allowing Sergio once again to rant and rave with his lies and bullshit. I just don't quite understand why that occurred, and I really don't know why the hate for us. I guess whenever you put yourself out there, you expect that there's going to be those that hate you, and if that makes you popular, well, I don't want any popularity, that's for sure.
Exactly.
But I just we lost a good friend today, though, and we lost Johnny Fever, and through all of this, and that's a bad thing. I feel real bad about that because John's a good man, and he just, I guess he's just on the other side, and he doesn't get it, and I feel bad about that. I really do, because and I feel bad that I've lost some friends today that I probably won't see again.
Well, Copper, I mean, things happen, but I mean, maybe they will come back. I guess once maybe they see how it is, and how I mean, this is the internet, right? But I mean, in certain parts, I mean, we do make friendships, and it does hurt, when things like this happens, But disappointments in life in general sometimes, Copper. I don't know. I mean, we're like every day here. We're always talking to the same people and saying hi. I mean, we're basically like a little family, aren't we?
We are.
And
you know how I feel about it.
yeah, exactly. And it sucks. It sucks when I mean, nobody ever has to follow what we say or what we have to do or what our ideas are. I mean, everybody has their own opinions. But, there's also that part of respect, and, certain ways, if it's not showing, then, it's wrong. So, basically, that's just the way I feel, and,
I want to tell you all, again, I don't speak for Rodney, or Rocco, but I can tell you that, his heart is in the right place, and even though he really ranted and he said some things to Scruffy that just shouldn't be said to a woman, and I understand, but you have to understand, please, he was so upset. He was so upset to think that one more friend bit the dust because of what was going on there, that he just couldn't take it anymore. I think maybe you'd understand when you get pushed in a corner, you just lash out, and that's what happened. And yes, he did say the truth. He most certainly did. And he's going to be on JTV, and he'll continue there, and he lost a friend, too, because to tell you the truth, he was a lot more supportive of Mark for a lot longer than I was.
Yeah, that is true.
He really was. I mean, we had many, many fights over this, and he kept saying, let the boy, give it a try. And